Hi everybody, I'm Hannah Conklin and I'm currently a sophomore here at the University of Kentucky, majoring in Biomedical Engineering. I am also the treasurer of the Biomedical Engineering Society, and today we would like to introduce to y'all what biomedical engineering truly is. We hope during this video that something piques your curiosity and that you choose this path for the next 4 years at the University of Kentucky. We have a few Q&A questions with one of our professors and the director of the program, so let's dive right into it.
Hi, my name is Fanny Chaplin. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering at University of Kentucky. I have been here for a year and a half, and my research focuses on magnetic resonance imaging and other modalities.
So my name is ukyengineering. I'm the department chair of the F. Joseph Harcum MD Biomedical Engineering in the College of Engineering. What I do a lot of things. So one is running the department. I make sure everything falls in the right place, and offer the courses have been delivered. On site, I also do some research. My research is actually pretty broad. Actually, I do a lot of computational, computer-assisted bioengineering, as well as biosensor development. And sometimes I also do bone biomechanics. The current project we have is actually related to a piece of horse bone, equine bone. And also sometimes to do evaluation of biomedical devices. So yeah, it's a very broad interest. Probably because I've been in the fields for so long. I can't resist. Whenever interest strike me, I will do it.
So I've been focusing in the past decade in developing imaging methods and modalities to visualize certain cells and tissues and their behavior in the body without having to really open up your body. And so I'm developing contrast agents that are little tags that we place on certain cells that enable us to visualize them and how they behave in your body with imaging. I was interested by biomedical science and research very early on. I've always been very curious and wanting to explain how things were happening around me, and it materialized even more when it was benefiting sick patients. So it's been a process getting into my actual field, but it's always been related to reducing patient suffering. One of the subfields of engineering where we use those engineering principles to solve clinical problems and clinical needs that hopefully would benefit patients or doctors in the medical field.
It's a good question. Biomedical engineering to me is a very fun field. I mean, think about it. It's still an engineering degree, but it differs from almost any other engineering because it mainly deals with a human problem, meaning solving the problem for human better health, better physical activity, and someday probably even be better mental health. So basically, I think that this is probably one of the engineering fields that focus solely on the human side of the thing.
I think definitely a lot of the future of the biomedical engineering field is going to be in developing assistive technologies, assistive devices that really are obviously more cost affordable and also more efficient for patients. And I think that integrating that design perspective and also more that user friendly hi like keeping in mind that the end user, the patient or the clinician you're developing that device for is like really part of the equation in the process of developing that device.
To basically, as I said earlier, I mean, feel the missing link of connecting with people, communicating with people. And this is called an empathetic skill. So what does that mean? It means that, you know, we always say, people say, you know, improve your communication skill. You know, this has become it's somewhat become a cliche, you know, if you don't actually think too much of it. You say, who doesn't know how to communicate by the time they're already in college? So it's not about really about communication skill. It's, to me, it's actually about, you know, how you actually get people to really kind of interact with you, so that you can actually, you know, I use the words, hear the unspoken words and perceive the undescribed needs. So that's kind of a empathetic skill I'm talking about. It's not.
Always wanted to be on the research side. I guess I did get a little bit of industry exposure in college where I did an internship. And then I also tried the academic setting, and I like the academic setting more in terms of flexibility on the research subject. And in a sense, in a company, I think you have more pressure of really coming up with a product fairly fast. And you're sort of given the task of a certain product. In academia, you have the potential of developing really an application in whichever field you are interested in truly.
I mean, I think you're right. I mean, not everybody wanna get into biomedical has to become a surgeon. You know, if these are their ambition, likely they already have way, you know, like pre-med, you know, other program. So you don't have to be, but if you do have the aspiration to become a surgeon, the door is still open for you. Medical school actually, you know, see applicants in biomedical as a very strong applicants. But again, you're not limited. Your door is wide open. You still have your way to even become a future bio industrialist. You know, what is the biggest challenge? You know, we probably at this moment, everybody without even reminding, we're facing a once in, say, a century pandemic. And you know, is that related to biomedical? I think so. Think about, you know, maybe the future, you know, we have to relive the way we live. And how can we as a bioengineer play a big role in this?
Engineering field as a whole, I think, has always been a little more male dominated. But the beauty of biomedical engineering is that it actually sort of shifts that balance maybe a little bit towards the other side. I think at UK we do have a very diverse cohort of students that just started, and we have a very diverse faculty as well. I am so far the only female faculty, but we do have other male faculty from also very different ethnic backgrounds, and I think that's very valuable for students to look up to as mentors and advisors. I would say reach out to us, to any of the professors you may be interested in, to discuss possible research opportunities, because this is going to be a real plus in your curriculum and your academic development, even as an undergrad. Yes, definitely reach out to people, learn about the pros and cons that our program has to offer. We are, as you know, inspired by design here at UK, and this is sort of our flagship. So, yes.
I always like to tell people, say, not everyone need a fancy car, but everyone will get old. So when we get old, we all have parents, grandparents, just look around. They will have some kind of a technology to improve their quality of life, one way or the other. So this is what impact a bioengineer can do to the society.
Hi, my name is Taylor Young, and I'm a sophomore in biomedical engineering. I chose BME because I have a passion for serving people. I've always had an understanding for anatomy, engineering, and design, and I wanted to take those aspects one step further into a career. BME was the right path for me because I believe there is not one individual who should have to consider whether or not they can complete a task based on a physical impairment. I want to give those who are unable the ability to acquire everyday tasks with ease. My goal is to pursue a master's and in turn my PhD in biomedical engineering. With this degree, I want to work for the Veterans Affairs Hospital to design, construct, and implement prosthetic limbs for amputee patients.
Hi, my name is Adat Jadudi. I go by AJ, and the reason why I chose the biomedical engineering program at UK was so I could help people, but I didn't want to help people one at a time. I wanted to help the masses. If I could help 100,000, possibly even millions of people, but how would I do that? I knew that I wanted to go into technology. I wanted to build a product, a medical device that could help so many people, and hopefully that's where I want to go. I'm focusing my BME degree with more of a neuroscience focus as well. I want to be able to help people with neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and dementia. And hopefully with the BME degree that I get, I'll be able to help the world with that.
Hi again, I'm Hannah and I'm currently a sophomore majoring in biomedical engineering. I chose biomedical engineering because I've always loved math and science, and when I came to college I wasn't willing to compromise to give either of those aspects up. I didn't want to solely focus in biology or solely focus in engineering, so when UK announced the new biomedical engineering undergraduate program, I knew it was the perfect spot for me to fit into. I'm still able to take my pre-PA classes and focus in biology while also getting the mathematical classes and design classes through the College of Engineering and Design. In the future, I hope to attend PA school and hopefully one day be a surgical PA.
Education, you come to UK to get this education. Education is not about collecting, say, 128 hours of credits. Okay, if you guys think about that, you already lost the meaning of getting a good education, and also missed the opportunity to advance yourself. So you need to think about, I want to take full advantage of my 4 years or even 5 years of the time to interact with, not only my friends, peers, but also with my professors, and get the most. Sometimes it doesn't have to be related to your coursework. These are the, at least advice I would like to give to all the students, and to push yourself a little bit, basically. I mean, you don't have to push too much, but then the outcome will be totally, totally different.